In the past 20 years, the concept of flow has seen a tremendous rise in popularity because we can't seem to focus anymore. The past 2 decades especially have seen exponential progress in the technology we use every day. And although this has had many positive effects, it has also created a lot of noise. We are constantly interrupted in our work by notifications, emails, phone calls, social media. We've never been more busy and unproductive at the same time. It's like technology has enabled us to save so much time and energy, but it's been stealing our attention simultaneously. This is the great paradox of helpful technology of our modern times. And the result is this kind of complete mess of unused productivity apps that we try for 2 weeks and give up on, unreplied emails that we forget about, and missed deadlines that stress us out for weeks on. And so for these reasons, people are looking for ways to get back to basics, and flow is part of that movement. Flow is a state of mind in which a person becomes fully immersed in an activity. It's a term coined by Mihály Csíkszentmihályi, a professor who published a book on the subject in 1990. Here are the 8 founding principles of flow. Number 1, complete concentration on the task. Number 2, clarity of goals and rewards. Transformation of time, or the way you experience time. Rewarding experience. Number 5, effortlessness and ease. Balance between challenge and skills. Merging of actions and awareness. And finally, number 8, control over the task at hand. These key elements are all bound together by one core concept: never leaving context. And this is something very important because it's becoming increasingly rare. If your context is the app you're currently using, or the video you're currently watching, or the thing you're working on, how long do you stay focused on that on average? Probably not a lot, right? Well, Typed helps you fix that issue. So let's see how. One of the biggest challenges for entrepreneurs who create content for a living is to always come up with new ideas. If you run out of stuff to talk about or write about, you don't have a business anymore. Whether you sell courses, write articles, make videos, or all of the above, you need a constant stream of inspiration to publish more content. Most of my business revolves around writing, whether I publish articles or videos. In the past 2.5 years, I've published nearly 300 articles, and I started publishing videos just a few months ago. Up until now, I had used a combination of Notion, TextEdit, and Grammarly. And one of my main problems with that framework was sourcing. Especially as I started to write more research-based articles and create videos based on those articles, I often found myself drowning in a sea of open tabs, PDF documents, and random paragraphs. But then I stumbled upon a tool that changed the way I manage my content workflow. It's called Typed, and in this video, I want to share with you how I've used it to measurably improve my productivity output as a content creator. By the way, this is not a promotional video for Typed. I'm not getting paid by them. I'm just sharing the love and sharing amazing productivity tools. So if you're like me, you use the Google suite of tools a lot. The Google Docs editor is easy to use, there are a lot of quick export options available, and it's convenient to have a backup of everything on the cloud. But with like any normal text editor, you still have to leave your document and open up a new tab if you want to double check a source or gather content from different articles. Well, imagine if you didn't have to anymore. This is Typed. Typed enables you to work in a split screen interface where you can see your content on one side and load up your sources and references on the other. And the best thing about it is that you don't actually have to learn how to use this new tool, because the left side panel is exactly like Google Docs and the right side panel is exactly like a web page. Those are 2 components you already know about. So with that in mind, my workflow using Typed is very simple. Number 1, I create a project plus a blank Google Doc inside of that project. This is the place where my article draft, my sources, and my research will all be connected together. Number 2, I browse the web and I save everything I find relevant with a Typed Chrome extension. And when I save something with the Chrome extension, I can choose in which project to save the sources so that everything gets automatically organized. Number 3, I start typing. I draft up my article, my video script, or whatever I'm working on, and once I start typing, I always turn on the read mode in the right panel because it removes all unnecessary content embedded on the web page like ads, headers, footers, and it focuses only on the text. From there, I'm able to highlight content, and all my highlights show up below the corresponding source under my project folder in the library panel. The library panel is where all your content is displayed in Typed. By default, it only shows the content related to the project you're currently working on, but you can also get an overview of everything by clicking on all right below the current library icon. One of the most powerful features of the library is the range of data formats that you can save in there. You can save articles, videos, images, PDFs, and you can even upload your own documents as references, like doc files, Excel files, PowerPoint files. And lastly, you can also create memos to jot down notes, which I find really helpful, especially when I'm just brainstorming around ideas as opposed to writing an article layout that I have in mind already. There you have it. In conclusion, one thing I always say about digital tools is this: you should probably have as little as possible in your life, because the more you use, the more complexity you add to your life, and the more these tools actually slow you down. So again, think of the great paradox of technology. More efficient tools don't necessarily bring you more productivity. Typed helps bring more clarity to your app ecosystem by connecting all types of documents and sources in one main interface. It's been a game changer for me, and I highly encourage you to try it for yourself as well and see if it works for you. But this video is only here for inspiration. If you don't like the tool, by all means, don't use it and keep doing what works for you. Don't just blindly follow the advice you see online. I hope you found this video useful, and let me know if Typed helped you improve your productivity in the comments down below. Thanks a lot for watching. Have an amazing rest of your day. Don't forget to check out my 75 productivity experts interview roundup, which contains over 100 book and tool references for even more inspiration. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. I'll see you next week. Up until then, keep up the good work and enjoy the journey you're on.